Hey guys, it's Courtney again. I wanted to come on today and do the perfect palette tag, and I've seen a couple people do this. My friend Chrissy that does videos, Emily Noel 83, X Sparkage, pretty much a lot of people have done this tag, and it looks really fun, so I wanted to do it. And I wanted to thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to jump right in. The first one is the palette with the best packaging. And I think my, like, I'm so indecisive, but the one for, best, looks would have to be the Urban Decay. I think this is the Book of Shadows 4, but it's the one with, the butterflies and everything, and I forever break my makeup mirrors. Hey, guys! But, all my makeup mirrors always end up broken. What does that say? But the other part of that question for functionality for the best packaging, I would probably have to say, and a lot of these questions, there's overlapping ones, but I'm not gonna. I'm trying not to overlap too much. But the one that I have to say is for looks with functionality at the same time are the Inglot palettes. And if you've never seen these, they magnet the lid kind of magnets off. Right now I have some Coastal Scents ones in there because I have to order a Coastal Scents empty palette for my overflow. But I just think these look really cool, but they also work for functionality because you can just stack them on top of each other. They all sit nice and compact. I love them. And the next question is for best color payoff. And I wanted to change this question because when I buy makeup, it sounds silly, but to say all of my eyeshadows are the best pigmentation. I don't think they're all exactly equal, but when I buy makeup, I look for good pigmentation. So, if it's high end, I'll go to the place and swatch it, or I'll look up swatches online. If it's at a drugstore, then I will do, if I don't like the, pigmentation, if the online reviews weren't what I thought they were, if they didn't portray it the right way, if I don't like it, I'll give it away to somebody that will like it. So I switched the question to worst, and this is just going to be the worst out of my collection. It doesn't mean it's bad, it's just not the best. And for that I picked my actually pretty much two, and they're both the same reason. They're not exactly terrible, but they're hit and miss. So the first one is my NYX Wicked Dreams palette, and I got this from Top Hatter. If you've never heard of that, it's like an auction website. And it's not that they're all terrible. Most of them are they feel pretty creamy, and with a brush they'll work just fine. But some of them are kind of on the side, like the sheer side. Which some shadows, lighter shadows, like this light pink, is supposed to be light, but it's not supposed to be where it disappears. You know what I mean? You can answer me. But then other one that I wanted to talk about is the Nude Tude, and I was so disappointed. This is going to be in another question, so I'll talk about that more later. But I got this one off of Top Hatter also, and I don't know if I got a knockoff. It says it's genuine, but I'm glad I didn't pay full price if this is it, because it's almost like there's a layer on top of it that keeps it from swatching, or the color payoff. Some of them are good, just a lot of them, I'm on my webcam because my camera's died, so camera is dead. I am on my webcam because my camera is dead, so swatches aren't really gonna show up. But just the color payoff is not what I thought it would be, and I love Emily Noel 83's reviews, and everything that she's recommended is perfectly exactly what she says, as long as it's for the same skin, everything is on point with her reviews. But I don't know, that's the only thing that makes me think maybe the company just doesn't make every single one the same, or this isn't what it's supposed to be. But I looked up like pictures online and everything looks the same. Like all the spelling is the same. All the like I know there's two different ones of this too, where like they're not naked. Like on here, the pinup girls don't have actual clothes on; they're just covered up by the eyeshadows. I think she actually got the one with the clothes on. Maybe that's the difference. I don't know. It's just, I was very disappointed, and that's for another question, and I talked way too long for that. But the next one is going to be my most versatile palette, and I would have to say for, like, shade range wise for eyeshadows is obviously my Coastal Scents 88 palette. I took the lid off. It ranges from neutrals to greens to blues, pinks, purples, everything like that. Everybody's seen these. If you haven't, it's called coastalscents.com. There, I wrote my name on it. But I've had this for so long, the lid's broken off. Some of the shadows are broken, but that's just from user error. And then versatile as in like full as much of the face as you can get in one palette for me is my Smashbox Master Class 2 palette. It's got the 6 blushes, 2 highlighters, all these shadows, and 4 cream liners. They are also used for, you can also use them for bases. That's also for another question, which I know I didn't want to do a whole lot of overlap. It's just, that's how it worked out. Best for travel is the Smashbox Masterclass 2 palette because it has so many different things for your face. You can do your eyebrows with the darker matte shades. You have your highlighter, your blush, your eyeshadow, and your base and your liner if you want it. The next question is, and for the last one, it's also compact. But then the next question is my biggest regret, and I would have to say the Nude Tude. And I'm going to say this with, I haven't got a real chance to work with it, like with a base and brushes, like a whole lot, so this may change. But as of right now, it is this one because of the hit and miss, and I had such high hopes for it. And then this one also. The regrets because I didn't think they were going to be hit and miss, and then they ended up, but I can still work with them, and I still like the colors in it, and if, like, this is kind of like the 88 palette, there's a variety of stuff. There's not neons, but there's a lot of good shades in there, even if there are some misses. The next question is, where am I at? Oh, the best color names, and this has to hands down go to the Balm and the Beautiful palette. These are the names of the products in it, and if you can't tell, it's like a little old-timey TV. And the names for the shadows, like this is how it is. There's this many shadows, and I told you I break every single mirror. These are the shadows, and these are lipsticks or lip balms. To be honest, I never use these, like, usually. Like, I have swatched them and tried to use them, but lipsticks like that, I don't know if it just automatically puts me off and maybe I'm missing out, or if they are actually as bad as I feel like they are. But anyways, these are the shadows, and then, like, the names are underneath it, but I'm going to close it so I can tell you the names because it's right here as in credits. And they're really cute. There's, like, the bad boy, the mistress, the guy who died but didn't really die, the neighbor, the stockbroker, the basket case, the older woman. Like, just all the people in a soap opera are the names of the shadow. And then, the lipsticks are the drama queen, the perfect man, and the evil twin. And then down here, it puts together looks for you this way, and I think this way too, so that's pretty cool. The next question is least used, and that, like I said, this is overlap my least used because of what it is. Plus, I also recently got these, so I haven't used them a whole lot, are the Nude Tude and the NYX Wicked Dreams Again. And then only by default because of what it is. This is more like costume based makeup, which is awesome. I love this palette. It's my Mayron Paradise palette. And I know it's really messy and stuff from where I used it, but these are like watercolor makeup, I guess, is what you would call it. It's like stage makeup. I used it for my Halloween skull look. It's basically face paint makeup. It smells like coconut, which is awesome. I never expected that, but, I got this because of X Sparkage. And it's only least used because I don't do costume makeup every day. Obviously, I would love to, but the work and everything like that. The next question is, next and last is most used, most loved desert island. And this was a super hard question for me, and I'm sure as well as everyone else, but I picked my babies, my MAC palettes, my two MAC palettes. This one, which has this was my first one ever. It's got my first four in there. My first four were All That Glitters. I don't remember if Naked Lunch was in there or not. I know it was All That Glitters, Humid, which is this dark green, and then this turquoise one, which I can't remember, the aqua something, I forget, but maybe Naked Lunch was that. No, Naked Lunch I think was my second trip. Oh yeah, because I got four the first time, and gold mine was the fourth one, which is a gold color, and a white one I think was in my first batch because a certain girl was wearing a look, and I got those colors because of her. And then I also picked my Naked 2, which is this one, and I know everybody probably and their mother said this, but I love the Naked 2. I loved it more than the Naked 1. It was more of cool tones, silvery neutrals, and I love the packaging way more. And the next thing that I picked for that, I know I picked three things, which you were probably only supposed to pick one, but my NARS Dan Mari palette, because I freaking loved this palette. And those were my three most used, most loved in Desert Island. I would have said the Smashbox Masterclass 2 palette, but for one, I haven't really had that long, so it's not most used. And I wanted to pick this stuff that was kind of what got me inspired with all my makeup and everything like that. But thank you for watching, and I know this wasn't the greatest quality, but I figured it was easier, and my camera is charging right now, so thank you so much for watching. I will link my video that is a haul, a collective haul, and what I got for Christmas, and then I will also link Chrissy's channel down below. And if you want to do this tag, I'm sure you've done it or you know about it already, but if you want to do this tag, then go ahead and I tag you. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.